So now that we have this 6 to 4 tunnel working, we can ping the loopbacks of R2 and R3, sourcing from loopback 0 on R1. Let's see if we can make this work with some dynamic routing that's outside of the restrictions of this lab, and also removing the static route, sending all of our 2002/16 traffic out tunnel 0. So we'll pull that off on each router. Okay, so as of right now, there is no way for these devices to communicate. They're individual IPv6 islands. We'll do a test ping just to prove that. And you'll note that we're getting nothing. So the way we can get around this is if you look at the link local address on our tunnel interfaces, and these will be the same on each router, minus this last bit. So if you look at the link local address, you'll notice the last 32 bits are the embedded IPv4 address. That would work really well on an isotap interface, but unfortunately this is 6 to 4. And 6 to 4, we look for the embedded IPv4 address after the first 16 bits. So if we go into the tunnel interfaces, now we can prove this too. If I try and ping FE80::A0A A02, it'll ask for an output interface. I'll say it's tunnel 0. You'll notice this is going to drop. But if we do FE80::A0A A01 for 10.10.10.1, which is the loopback 1 interface to this router and also the tunnel source to the adapter, and make that the link local. And we'll come over to R2 and do that also. 2002 FE80 for link local. A0A A02 for 10.10.10.2 : 2. Set that as our link local. Likewise on R3, A0A A03 10.10.10.3 : 3. Make that our link local. We should be able to ping link local addresses now. We'll set output interface of tunnel 0, and hey, look at that, it works. We can ping R3 also. So that's well and fine, but you'll note we also don't have connectivity still. We can just ping link local addresses. So the way we fix that is we'll set up a dynamic routing protocol. I'm going to use EIGRP process, or autonomous system 1. I'll no shut that. We're going to have to do static neighbors. And we'll set 3 here, 3 here. We'll bring EIGRP up on the tunnel interface. We can actually put all this in Notepad because it'll be so much easier that way. Another shot. Neighbor of FE80 A0A. This will be going on router 2. I'm going to comment that line out. Enable IPv6 EIGRP on tunnel 0 and on loopback 0. You'll note that neighbors come up in the background. I won't even look. There we go. We have EIGRP running. And we have neighbors. Let's see if we have routes. we have routes. So now let's see if we can repeat those ping tests that were working earlier with our static. We can. To R3, to R2. And then just to prove that nothing fishy is going on here, I'll note that there's no static route on R1. No static route on R2, and of course, no static route on R3. So that's how we can have dynamic routing with no static routes whatsoever on 6 to 4 automatic tunneling.